Welcome back. From opening a new school to the Lloydminster Comprehensive High School getting new locker rooms, it's been a notable year for the Lloydminster Public School Division. Todd Robinson, the Director of Education, was excited to sit down and talk about the year that was. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. And to begin, I'm just going to ask you about some of the highlights and the notable things that happened for the division over the past year.
Sounds good. Well, the last year has been an exciting year in LPSD for sure. There's a number of things that we're extremely proud of. Our student results continue to grow. Our graduation rate is now 10% higher than the provincial average, which we're very proud of. And some of the things that are also pretty exciting is the work we're doing around resiliency and wellness, and the partnership we have with Dr. Unger, who was here and spent some time with us in September, and trying to ensure that our kids are doing well from a mental wellness perspective, and also from the perspective of being able to get involved and actively take part in physical fitness and sports and those sorts of things. So a lot of really great things, and none of it possible without great staff and great support from the community.
Definitely, and one of the things that happened, well, actually around last year at this time, is the opening of College Park School, and there was a bit of a delay there, and I just want you to talk a little bit about, the opening of College Park.
Yeah, actually, a week ago this week, we celebrated our first birthday. It was a really exciting day. We've fallen in love with the facility, and it's been really a great road for us in that regard. Yesterday, actually, we had the opportunity to celebrate College Park with the Minister of Education, who visited Lloydminster. And it's been a really great addition for our schools, and a different configuration, being the fact that we have little guys in the daycare area right up to our grade 9 students, and it's really developed a nice culture and feel to the school. So a great addition for Lloyd Public.
Can you talk a little bit about enrollment, and if it's up, how much?
Sure. Yeah, we're up right around 80 students this year. We were anticipating flat enrollment is what we were projecting. We were really excited to see the enrollment growth. The enrollment growth has kind of been across all of our schools, but certainly Jack Kemp, College Park, and E.S. Laird were three of the schools that experienced the more significant growth. And certainly I think that speaks to the development that's happening in the city on the Saskatchewan side, and certainly we expect more growth there as the years go on.
All right, and yes, the Lloydminster Comprehensive High School is receiving some new lockers, and there's a little bit of buzz about this, and why is this a big deal for the school?
Well, we're really excited about this project, and LCHS was built in the late 60s, and so it's an old building, and certainly at the time some of the facilities we had for change rooms and locker rooms, those sorts of things, were quite antiquated. And we really wanted to create a home for our Barons athletes, and they deserve it. They're great kids, they do a great job. And this facility will give us a place to call home. Not only that, but it gives us access to external washrooms for events that happen in the community at our community track or other things at Armstrong Field, as well as an area for our visiting teams to change in so they don't have to come into the school, and just allow us to be even a better community partner in supporting athletics throughout the community.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for the time.
With enrollment up and talks of wanting a new school, Aubrey Patterson, the Deputy Director of Education, gives us a look at the Catholic School Division's past year and what they're looking forward to in 2016. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. And to begin, I'm just going to ask you a little bit about the school division's past year and just give us some of the highlights.
It's been a great year. Our academic results continue to soar. Our graduation rates at Holy Rosary are soaring again above provincial averages and all the goals they would ever set. And we just found out not too recently that we have at least 2/3 of our kids off in college again this year, which again is a huge achievement for us. So we're really happy.
Is enrollment up this year? And just break down some of those numbers, how much, if it is.
Sure, yeah, no, we're up 125 kids over last year, which is a very high rate compared to most places in the province. It's down a little bit in terms of the growth that we had the previous few years, but we had anticipated that, and 125 kids is approximately the projection that we had, given the state of the economy and basically the way the community was flowing over the last year. So one thing that people sometimes miss in our community is that every 2 or 3 years in our school division, we grow about the size of a large elementary school. So it's been good, predictable, and sustainable.
And that being said, growing the size of an elementary school, would you be looking to build this next year, or what kind of steps would you take in the coming year if you were to build another school?
Oh, we'd love to build 2 or 3. We have been working diligently locally, both within our own school division and with Lloydminster Public School Division, to try bring more opportunities, for building projects to the city. We definitely would love to have a new elementary school, but there are a number of other places in Saskatchewan and Alberta that would love that. And we certainly need to expand Holy Rosary very soon, as we're already much over capacity there. So.
Okay, and when you say that you work with the Lloydminster Public School Division, what exactly does that look like?
Well, we signed a memorandum of agreement to collaborate on a project. We don't really know much what that project would look like at this point. Probably some shared facilities or spaces, but certainly 2 distinct schools. It's not really easy to describe it right now, because we're really just at the brainstorming stage. And again, this is all local. This hasn't gone beyond Lloydminster. We're a long ways from any approvals or any even requests for approvals at this point.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
After the break, we're speaking to our local inspector at the RCMP detachment. Stay tuned.